earning pi or what to do to obtain more units. There are updated calculations in the application, but as you easily notice, not all sums up to the final number. Probably they round it up somewhere. Please note also that the rate with which you get units can fluctuate, and it depends on the active users in your earning team. Non-active will get 0 as a rule, but when someone registered with your code, you as his ambassador will not get your common part. Now it is 0.05 pi. Anyone is a pioneer, can also become an ambassador or a contributor. Explanations to be found in the application. A contributor basically creates the secure circle. At present, each person added to it is valued 0.04 pi, and from 3 to up to 5 persons. So the maximum you can get is 0.2 pi. I have just read what a bit surprised me, that the ambassador is counted only from the 7th person who used your invitation code, and each such person is valued 0.05 pi for you. Basic rate at present is exactly 0.2 pi per hour. I have to explain what for me is the basic rate here, and in that I use logic and not the definition of the pi network. We are before so-called halving, which is planned for 10 million of users. In July it was 7. Now basic rate is 0.2 pi per hour. As exactly this amount will get a person who has no followers or earning team, and who has not used someone's invitation, and that was the case in the very beginning. At present, building up the pi network is based on recommendations, and in this case both new and old user will get 25% of the basic rate, which now amounts to 0.05. So the new one, the pioneer, will get 0.25 pi per hour, and the old one, the ambassador, 0.05 pi. Note that this 0.5 is for each one. Now when the new person is inactive, will get 0, but his ambassador will also lose those 0.05. So you see how important it is to renew your presence. But have a look at the official graphics and you will notice that something is wrong. You see 0.4 pi, and the drop to 0.2 is when there will be 10 millions. Now turn it 90 degrees, use a good lens to read what is for pi network the definition of basic rate. They claim it consists of basic unit and the maximum for secure circle. Sorry, but for me that has little sense. What you see here is how the pi is calculated using their poetic descriptions, which don't explain much. Instead, I prefer to use other prosaic but self-explanatory names. ET or earning team, as you know, also means alliance or the others. BR is basic rate, SC stands for secure circle. The only fixed and changing part is 25%, as ET can change in time, but also part of them can be inactive. Note that even though all of your group can be inactive, you just drop 0 and do not use it in multiplication. SC depends on the BR, but maximum is 5 persons, so we divide BR by 5. BR also can change. Now it is 0.2 pi. So let's see an example. BR is 0.2, SC also 0.2, and for 10 active in your group it is 2.5. That multiplied by 0.4 gives us 1 pi per hour. I recall you that inactive pioneer will get 0 and his ambassador loses additional part. But also an ambassador is a pioneer, so your group ET can be big and active, but when you forget to renew your presence, you'll get nothing. For this reason, it's so important to remember to renew your presence every 24 hours. You can notify others from your group using ping inactive. See another instruction. Although the application will notify you that it's time to do it, it's quite easy to miss it. For those who have Android system, I prepared simple macro that will speak in your language and use an alarm sound of your choice. Of course, you can use the alarm clock, but remember that the renewal time is not exactly the same.